In one city hall meeting, the one guy said, well, we don't like change around here. I said, well, hell, I seen pictures back here in the 60s, man. This place was booming. I says, you don't realize how much change you've seen.
This town used to be a boom town, real big.
I lived in this county when the coal mines was booming. My father was a coal miner. We were well blessed with the coal industry. And, at some point in time, you lose a lot of things during the course of your life. And the industry is one that's really gone down.
With the declining coal industry, McDowell County has become the poorest county in West Virginia, with about 1/3 of its residents living below the poverty line. About 100,000 people lived here in 1950, but only about 21,000 live here now. Just over 400 of those citizens reside in the town of Northfork, a place that is struggling to find its economic footing beyond coal mining. And with the changing economics, the area has shown signs of a shifting political identity as well.
Traditionally speaking, when unions were strong here, everybody was a Democrat, and you could not get elected to any office, not unless you was a Democrat.
The politics in West Virginia is shifting. We are looking a little more like the states in the South. Now in our West Virginia legislature, we have 46 Republicans. That shift has just happened throughout the South. I guess it's just now getting to West Virginia.
Though local and state officials are typically still Democrats, Obama lost the county in 2012 with less than 35% of the vote, perhaps signaling a new willingness to elect politicians from other parties.
It's a goofy voting pattern in this state. It's probably 95% of the politicians, whether it be the local mayors, to the congressmen, to the senators, 95% are registered Democrats. But the state polls Republican presidents. What's going on?
In 2008, they supported Obama. And this was one of the few counties in West Virginia that supported Obama. However, in 2012, that position changed because I think coal ran a dynamic campaign.
Obama wages war on coal while we lose jobs to China, who's using more coal every day. Now your job is in danger.
If somebody wants to build a coal power plant, they can. It's just that it will bankrupt them.
Mr. President, let us keep our jobs. We can't afford 4 more years.
Well, he's our president. And maybe he's trying, I can't say. He's trying. And I think he's trying to help everybody. But one thing I'm really sad about him, he downed the coal company. And I tell you who might make another good president. Maybe nobody will agree with me. Hillary Clinton.
Who?
Clinton's wife.
Oh, Hillary.
One of the ironies of the shifting politics in West Virginia is that it is the state with the highest percentage of residents on government assistance in the nation. And McDowell County residents are utilizing these benefits at the highest percentage in the state.
If it wasn't for the food stamps, a lot of people would be starving.
A high percentage of them have never had a job in their life and have no intentions of having a job.
Well, I think you need wisdom to run the town of Northfork.
So we have a high number of people that don't graduate from high school. We have a great dependency on drugs and the lack of education. It presents a real problem for people trying to struggle to obtain some upward mobility because they become dependent on the system as it exists now.
It's a great, beautiful place, and the people here are great too. We can start fixing some of those problems, like the sewage problem, like the water problems.
I had some friends up here that said, we can hook you up and haul and coal, good money, steady work, it's booming. Moved up here, about a year later the coal industry fell out. And kind of saw a captive market for ATVs. I did a little research on it, and I found on any given weekend, give or take, it was roughly 4,000 riders come into our district.
About a year ago, Shawn Penwarden opened a shop repairing all-terrain vehicles, or ATVs. And a few months ago, his wife opened an adjoining restaurant. ATV riders come to the area to take advantage of the publicly managed Hatfield-McCoy trails that are there.
Well, it was based on the economy of southern West Virginia. Southern West Virginia, the coal counties are known for coal, timber, natural gas extraction. Because of that and because of those industries, we've had a declining employment base. The legislature looked around and said, you know, we need to do something to help southern West Virginia. We need to do something to help these economies. Tourism seemed like a natural because we're sparsely populated. We don't have a lot of big cities and towns, and it's a fairly rural area. So when they looked at that, the legislature said, you know, folks already ride ATVs, local West Virginians on these trails. We believe that folks will come from all over this country to do the same thing that our local residents already do. That was the inception of the Hatfield-McCoy Trail System, and you know, it's been very good ever since.
If everybody will work together, there'll be plenty of opportunities for all of them. It's hard to get established when it's all they've seen is just welfare money, but it's the best location. Northfork is the hub for the trails.
We were on top of that mountain right there.
It's an opportunity for Northfork to come back.
The whole purpose was to bring a tourist here to spend money. So what's happened over the course of this project is we've created 44 new lodging businesses. And basically you have a public corporation creating a venue, creating an attraction, which makes an engine for entrepreneurship.
The town has tremendous possibilities, really does. And if we can get the community to pull together, I think Northfork can prosper again.
I love this place. I'm telling you what, I ain't gonna move here. I'm gonna live off the land. You wanna go for a ride or what?